Hello, and welcome to this quick start tour of PASS. In this video, we'll use an example to highlight some of the capabilities and features of the software. In the example, we'll calculate the sample size for a clinical trial being designed to study the effectiveness of a new weight loss drug. Participants will be divided into two groups. The control group will be given a placebo, and the treatment group will receive the study drug. Each participant's weight loss or gain will be measured after 3 months. The mean weight loss of the two groups is to be compared using a two-sided, two-sample t-test with a significance level of 0.05. We need to know the sample size required to achieve 90% power to detect group differences ranging from 5 to 15 pounds. Similar studies in the past have had within-group standard deviations in the range of 8 to 12 pounds, so we'll investigate how this variation affects the overall sample size. To calculate the sample size for a two-sample t-test, select Means, then two independent means, then Test Inequality from the category tree. This will display a list of associated procedures. You can click on the View buttons to change how the list is displayed. Click on Two-Sample T-Test using Differences to load the procedure. As you mouse over the various options on the input window, the Help pane provides in-depth information. If you'd like more help, click on the Help button to display the procedure documentation, which contains technical details, examples, and validation. Each procedure in PASS is fully documented. We'll now specify the input parameters according to the study design. Select N1, the sample size for Group 1, as the parameter to solve for. Leave power as 0.9 and alpha as 0.05. Notice that N1 is grayed out because we are solving for this parameter. To compute equal group sample sizes, leave N2 and R as they already appear. Under Effect Size, enter the range 5 to 15 by 1 for the treatment group and 0 for the control group. Enter 8 to 12 by 2 for the standard deviation of Group 1. Leave standard deviation of Group 2 alone to indicate that Group 2 has the same standard deviation as Group 1. We're using a two-sided t-test, so we'll leave the last two options alone. Click the green Run button to start the sample size calculation. The report is displayed in the Output window. Use the navigation pane to quickly jump to various sections in the report. The numeric results section of this report gives the sample sizes required to achieve 90% power for each combination of the input parameters. In this case, the sample sizes range between 123 and 8. The sample size chart provides a graphical representation of this relationship. As expected, the required sample size increases with the standard deviation. The impact is much larger for smaller group differences than it is for large differences. Suppose now that we want to make a few changes to the appearance of the report and the graph. To do this, we go back to the two-sample t-test procedure window. Let's force the report to show fewer decimals by going to the Reports tab and changing the number of decimal places for report probabilities to 3. We'll also limit the output to show only the numeric report and the plot. Next, click the Plot Setup tab to edit the plot. The graph currently has difference on the x-axis and standard deviation in the legend. Let's switch that by changing the horizontal axis parameter. Let's also change the title abbreviations. Change N1 to Group Sample Size, Mean 1 to Difference, and S1 to Standard Deviation. Let's also click on the Plot Format button and change the legend so that it appears inside the plot and force it to have two columns. Notice that the sample plot displayed on the window is updated each time we make a change. The settings we have entered are automatically saved when the procedure is closed and will be reloaded with the procedure when it is opened again. Since the procedure is set up just right, let's go one step further and save the settings as a template file, which allows us to use these exact settings at any time, even after resetting all options to their defaults. Since we are probably going to be using this procedure in the future, let's go ahead and add it to the Favorites list by clicking the Add to Favorites button so that we can easily come back to it anytime. Your favorite and recent procedures can be accessed on the toolbar on all of the major windows in PASS. Now click the green Run button to get the results. Double-click the graph to enlarge it. All plots can easily be saved to any one of several file formats. This report looks just right, so let's save it to the gallery by clicking the Add to Gallery button. This will allow us to compare this report to other calculations later on in this session. The output window is cleared each time a new report is generated, but the gallery is not. You can easily switch between the gallery and the output using the navigation buttons in the toolbar. We can also save the entire report or easily cut and paste individual sections into a document or presentation. As a final demonstration, suppose that we now want to calculate sample size for a log rank test, but we're not sure where to find it. To search for the procedure, go to the PASS Home window and enter the term as a search keyword. Click Search to find all the procedures associated with the log rank test. We hope you have found this short introduction helpful so that you can get up and running quickly on your own sample size calculations with PASS. If you ever have any questions, our support team of PhD statisticians will be happy to assist you. If you're using the free trial, you will have access to all procedures in PASS until the trial period ends. To purchase a license, visit ncss.com. Thank you for watching.